Hello beautiful friends and welcome. I'm Ash Freeman and today we're going to be moving through a really gentle practice to help open the hips and the hamstrings and access those forward folds. This practice will be really beautiful for all bodies, but especially those who may be pregnant and the belly is starting to get in the way, make those forward folds harder, for people with lower back pain or people with limited mobility and flexibility. We'll be using a few props to support our practice today. Hopefully you'll have these around your house. Just a standard chair is totally fine. If it is a hard chair, I'd recommend just getting a towel or something folded so that when you rest your head down, it's a nice soft surface. And also 2 pillows or 2 cushions. I'm currently 28 weeks pregnant myself, so this flow has been designed with pregnant bodies in mind. But in saying that, as always, you all know your bodies best. So please take breaks, modify whenever you need. Really continue to tune into your body, honoring where you are today on the mat. And of course, if you are pregnant, making sure that you have your trusted healthcare provider's permission to be partaking in a yoga practice today. As always, I'm so grateful for your time and to have you here. So when you're ready, let's get moving. All right, so let's begin today kneeling towards the back of our mats, and in a moment we'll come down into child's pose. But before we do, let's just take a moment to get grounded and centered together with a few rounds of breath. So placing the hands down, maybe taking a little sway with the hips from side to side, and then just finding yourself in center, finding a comfortable posture, a little bit of a lift and lengthen through the spine as the shoulders soften down and the belly begins to relax. And take a releasing breath here together. So when you're ready, a deep full breath in through the nose, little pause at the top, and then open the mouth and sigh the breath out fully, letting it all go. Just take an easy breath in and an easy breath out. We're going to inhale for the count of 1, 2, 3, 4. Gentle pause and exhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Twice more. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4. Gentle pause. Exhale 4, 3, 2, 1. Final round in. 2, 3, 4. And out. 3, 2, 1. Just allowing the breath to return back to its natural rhythm here. And we'll start to make our way down into child's pose. So maybe taking the knees a little wider, maybe taking a little rock from the hips about halfway, and then just deciding where you'd like to be today. So if we're feeling like the belly's getting a bit bigger, it can be nice to cross the forearms and place the forehead down. Alternatively, I love to take a cushion or a bolster underneath the chest for support too here. So wherever you've landed, just taking a moment to settle in. And then starting to invite the breath down to the base of the spine, to the sacrum, and the outer edges of the hips. On your inhalation, feeling the body become wider and open. And on your exhale, just feeling everything relaxing down to the earth. And we'll be spending around about 5 breaths in each posture today. And just taking one more deep and full breath in here. Staying for the exhale, letting the breath out fully. And starting to gently make your way back up onto your hands, lifting the chest, and we'll prepare to come into a lunge. So walking the hands forward, bringing the forearms up onto your chair. We're going to step the right foot out and forward, nice and wide here. So taking a few moments to adjust this pose however you need. And we take some weight into the arms so that the hips can really relax down fully. And now on your inhale, can we just find a little bit of length through the spine, shoulders drawing down, crown forward. And then exhaling, hips melting down towards the mat. Perhaps finding a slight squeeze of that left glute to open the hip even further. And then seeing if we can relax down through the face and through the jaw. Just around 2 more breaths here. Staying where you feel comfort and ease, not pressing the body or pushing. And then grounding down into the arms, start to shift the hips back. We walk the right foot all the way back, bring the knees back together. We're going to find a gentle shoulder stretch from here. So forehead comes down between the elbows and we start to bend the elbows, thumbs back towards the neck. Walking the knees back as far as feels comfortable as we start to melt the heart down towards the earth. So a nice variation of our puppy pose or of a melting heart. Knees can be a little further in towards the chair to feel a little more supported if you need. On the inhales, perhaps imagining the upper back broadening and getting wider. And on the exhale, heart and belly melt down towards the earth. Just taking one more deep and full breath in here. As you exhale, press into the arms, lift the chest, walk the knees forward. We'll come to that lunge on the other side. So left leg comes forward, shuffle the knee back, adjusting however you need. And then again, just using the arms to support so the hips can relax. Now, at any point in this practice, if you don't feel like you need a chair or a prop, feel free just to adjust the pose or modify however you need. Again, maybe finding that gentle squeeze of the right glute, the right butt cheek, opening the hip further. And smoothing out through the breath. And one more deep, full breath in. Just staying here for the breath out. Beautiful, and start to press into the arms, hips back. Tuck the back toes slightly. We're going to walk that front foot in a little and then come up into a forward fold. So walking the feet back and as wide as you need here. Take a little time to open into the hamstrings. And it can be really nice just to stay with the hands rested and the head falling down into the hands. Others might like to start to walk the hands down the legs of the chair or come down onto the mat. So I really just want you to choose a variation and tune into your breath. Notice if the breath has become short or sharp at all. If it has, perhaps coming back a little so that the breath can flow with ease. Knees can be as bent as you need here. Noticing the weight in the feet, is it shifting in or out or forward or back? Can we find even weight through all 4 corners of the feet? Just a few more breaths here, inhaling from the heels up to the tail and the sit bones. Exhale, imagine breath pouring out the top of the head. Taking one more deep and full breath in. And as you exhale, walking the feet a little wider, bend the knees, coming down to Malasana. So we might find a little bit of a sway, a little bit of a rock to get ourselves nice and comfortable. And the beautiful thing here is with the chair, we can let the weight fall back just a little, just as much as is safe with your chair or your support, so that we can bring the weight into the heels. So arms on the insides of the knees, hands wherever feels comfy as we open the heart, shoulders down, back of the neck long, and breathing here. And definitely the more intense poses of this practice are now complete. In a few moments we'll be coming down to seated. So just finding that softness and that ease with the breath for one more deep breath in. Perhaps you sigh the breath out to release. Well done. And slowly taking the hands down, and however feels good, making your way onto your back, onto your bottom, the legs out in front. So right leg is going to extend out long in front, foot flex, left foot to the inner thigh, the knee is bent. Now you can add a cushion under the knee for support if you need here, if that feels better for you. When you're ready, inhaling, taking the arms up nice and long. And then exhale, reaching forward. You might adjust where your chair is so that we can rest the head down here. And then inhale, take a little half lift, lengthen through the spine again. And exhale, folding forward any amount. And again, the beauty with the chair is that we can adjust the depth that we come into the pose by sliding it further away or bringing it further in. And then just perhaps closing down the eyes. And starting to draw your attention to wherever it is that you're feeling sensation or resistance within the physical body. On the inhale, can you take your breath to and through these places? On the exhale, can we let that tension go? Just taking one more deep and full breath in. Staying for a final breath out. And slowly lifting up, keeping the right leg where it is, opening the left out to the side a little. So we're going to stay on that hamstring stretch, but bringing it to the inner thigh, taking right arm down to your chair. We can bend the elbow, supporting the head in the hand. Left hand can be down to the knee or over the top. So again, that right foot is flexed, starting to feel more of a stretch into the left side of the body here as well. So just choosing how far you come and supporting, setting yourself up with your props. Taking one more full breath in, letting that breath out. And slowly coming back up, left hand down, pointing those right toes this time. As we come down onto the forearm or the hand, right arm reaches to reverse. Gaze can be down to the mat or up to the sky, whatever feels more comfortable for the neck. Next in breath, can we get a little longer through the right side of the body? And then exhale, lifting all the way back up. Turning to face the chair, soles of the feet together, knees out nice and wide. Baddha Konasana, maybe finding a little rock from side to side, fleshing out through the sit bones here. And take a breath in, lengthen up through the spine, feet out as far or close as feels comfortable. And then exhale again, finding that forward fold. And taking breath down into the base of the spine, the outer edges of the hips. Maybe finding that little half lift and then coming deeper or reversing out, whatever you need. Again, giving yourself that permission to slow down, to be still. Coming to that first layer of resistance, allowing yourself to sit in the ease. Taking one more deep breath in and out. Slowly coming all the way back up. Roll the shoulders up and back. As we come to the other side, left leg in front, sole of the right foot to the inner thigh. Breath in, flexing those left toes back towards you, arms rise. Breath out, folding forward, adjusting your chair however you need. Inhale, find that half lift and length through the spine. And exhale, folding forward. Again, we have the option to take a cushion under that right knee to support the hip if you need. Notice if you're carrying, referring tension to the face or the jaw. Can we relax down through these places and spaces? Soften the heart, soften the chest. One more full breath in here. Staying for the exhale. Lifting all the way back up, opening right knee out to the side. As we make our way to our side bend, again, right hand to the knee, or it can come up and overhead. So finding a comfortable variation or version, maybe resting the head in the hand, choice is yours. Left toes still flexed back. And can we think of turning the heart a little forward and a little up? Taking one more deep breath in, opening right side of the body. Exhale, letting it go. And gently lifting back up, taking the right hand or forearm down as we point the toes and reach that left arm nice and long. Gaze down or up, breathing in, lengthening the left side. Pressing away from the mat with that bottom arm, taking one more big breath in here, stretch, stretch, stretch. And exhale, coming all the way back up, this time both legs out wide, just as wide as feels comfortable. Maybe find a little rock and then making your way back forward again. So hands can rest down, we can press that chair away further if you like. Otherwise, just staying up nice and tall, both feet flexing back. And both knees can be as bent as you need as well here. Thighs spinning up towards the sky. Last deep breath in. Let it go fully. Press into the hands as we start to lift up through the chest. And now two options here. Option number one, if you still feel like it's accessible to you to come to pigeon pose, bring the right leg forward, maybe taking a cushion or a pillow underneath the right bottom cheek to support. And we can stay up, we can bring the hands down, or if you still feel okay with the belly, you can come all the way forward. So option number 1 with your pigeon pose here. Option number 2 will be to come to a supine version. So we'll take the cushions behind, so that especially if we're pregnant, we're not laying flat on our back, but we have the shoulders and the back of the head elevated, right ankle to left thigh, figure 4 stretch here. So choosing whichever variation feels best for you today. Wherever you've landed, we have about 3 more breaths here. One more deep breath in and out. If you're in pigeon pose, placing your hands down, making your way back to all fours. Give your hips a little shift from side to side. If we're in figure 4, just take the arms out, finding a little windscreen wiper with the knees. And then we'll all come to the other side, either pigeon with the left leg forward or figure 4 with the left ankle on the right thigh. Pressing the knee forward and flexing through the toes. Wherever you are, bringing the word ease to the forefront of the mind. Where can I find more ease, either in the body, the mind, or the breath? Just a few more breaths where you are. Breathing down into that left hip. Taking one more full breath in and out. If you're in pigeon, pressing into the palms and slowly pressing back onto all fours again. Making your way onto your back, finding support with your cushions like we may already have here. If we're already on our backs, just again, bringing the knees from side to side. Now after all of that forward folding, we'll finish with a nice opening through the front of the body now. So again, setting yourself up on your support, we'll bring the soles of the feet together and let the knees fall out wide. Now, if this feels uncomfortable on your inner groins at all, feel free to take the hands into fists and support just underneath the outer edges of those hips and the thighs here. Otherwise, maybe we can take the arms out wide for a beautiful chest stretch here as well. And if none of these options feel comfortable, of course, feel free to just extend the legs out long or keep the feet down and the knees bent. And let's land here with a releasing breath in through the nose and a sigh out. So just allowing that chest to really open, palms spinning up towards the sky, heart soft. Allowing the belly and the lower back to relax. And the inner thighs and the groins just to start to let go. On your inhalations, filling the body with breath and prana, energy. As you exhale, just feeling yourself fall down, supported by the earth. And I invite you to stay here for as long as you have in this beautiful heart opening position. So thank you so much for joining me here today. I hope you feel a little more open, a little more free through the hips and the hamstrings. May we all be happy, may we all be healthy, and may we all enjoy our lives and our days with ease. Thank you so much for joining me here today. And I'll see you again soon.